Heavy rain and the risk of flooding across much of northern and central Queensland over the next few days, with southeast Queensland in for a repeat of wet weather today as well. We can see that we are expecting fairly scattered showers and thunderstorms across much of northern and eastern Queensland today. That is likely to start clearing from the southeast as we go into this evening though, as a southeasterly surge pushes up from New South Wales, bringing out drier and notably fresher winds. That means showers will start clearing from those southeastern areas while continuing in parts further to the north. Now, our rainfall totals out until 6 o'clock tomorrow morning do show that we are still expecting fairly widespread 30 to 60 millimetre totals across northern and eastern Queensland over that period, but we do see some locally higher falls a risk as well. Now, over the past few days, thunderstorms have delivered locally higher falls in excess of 100 millimetres to much of eastern and southeastern Queensland. The same is a possibility today with any thunderstorms that do develop. We could see those higher falls. Now, thunderstorms today are possible across most of Queensland, these green areas you see on our thunderstorm outlook map. But we have a couple of areas marked in yellow, showing us where severe thunderstorms are possible. That includes the far northernmost parts of Cape York Peninsula, as well as parts of the east coast, extending from Townsville down to the New South Wales border and covering some of those adjacent inland areas as well. Now, in those areas, storms are most likely to tap into that tropical moisture and deliver the heavier rainfall that could lead to flash flooding. These impacts we've already seen over the past few days, and we could see them again in those eastern and southeastern areas in particular. The flooding leading to inundation of homes, properties and agricultural land, water moving over roads leading to road closures and dangerous driving conditions, and of course damage to infrastructure with so much water moving through. So how will things play out from tomorrow morning? Moving on to, this is from 6 a.m. Thursday, we can see this drier air pushing up across the southeast, but the wet weather persists across those northern and central parts of the coast. We're going to see moisture being dragged in towards the north tropical coast, really a focal point for the rain from tomorrow. We also see a tropical low pressure system starting to develop over the Cape York Peninsula. Now, this system has at this stage only a low chance of becoming a tropical cyclone, but nonetheless, it will drag in some stronger winds and increase moisture around it and around this trough as well, directing it along the coast and enhancing rainfall totals in those areas. That's likely to occur from Thursday night into Friday as this system crosses the coast. That's when we're going to see the heaviest rainfall totals. It really will depend on how quickly this system moves away though, as to when we'll see them clearing. At this stage, we are expecting the system to begin moving away from the Queensland coast as we go into late Friday, into Saturday and across the weekend. It'll start moving eastwards across the Coral Sea, but this is only one of several forecast possibilities. If the low is slower to move off the coast, we may see an increased risk of those heavier rainfall totals continuing. If it moves away faster, we're likely to see an earlier clearance in the wettest weather. One way or the other though, much of northern and central Queensland can expect that continued wet weather from Friday going into the weekend as well. Now, this of course may exacerbate our riverine flooding situation as well. We have a number of minor flood warnings current across southern inland Queensland and the southeast, with one moderate flood warning for the Mary River catchment. Catchments are quite saturated across much of Queensland at the moment, which means they are likely to respond quickly to further rainfall moving through those systems. That is why it is essential to stay up to date via the Bureau's website, the Bomb Weather app and via our social media. Stay safe and we'll catch you in the next update.